What up, athletes? Welcome back to my channel. We are in Kitty. This is Kitty Market Square, Alexander Street. Alexander Street, Kitty. We're on Alexander Street. And Bar Street, Alexander Street and Bar Street in Kitty. What it says. And I'm just passing through this neighborhood and thought I'd give you an update on what's happening here at Kitty Market. So during the pandemic, that is about 3 years ago, as a matter of fact, they renovated this market, Kitty Market, after many years of it falling apart, like decades of it falling apart. So it was actually rebuilt in around 2021, 2022, to the point where it looked new. And what drew my attention to it this time is how badly weathered it has become. So this building just 2 or 3 years ago was brand new, and now it looks almost as old as it did before the renovation. The question is why? Why do we choose to build wooden buildings that deteriorate in 2 to 3 years, right? Because this deterioration happened over the last 2 years. This building is less than 5 years old, and now it looks as if it's at least 50 years old. Of course, the original building is over 50 years, probably 70 years old, but it was renovated 3 years ago. Why does it look this weathered after only 3 years? And in fact, the cost of renovation, right, this is also where the local Kitty Town Hall is located. Right, this is the district of Kitty, the center of the district of Kitty. But why is it that these buildings, although recently renovated, deteriorate so quickly? Part of it is the weather. Guyana is constantly at 87 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit, but 32 to 33 degrees Celsius every day. It's also wet. That is, most of the year it's either rain 6 months or sunny for 6 months. And that actually contributes to water damage and mold and mildew damage, so that the wood itself, which is organic matter, gets penetrated by water and starts deteriorating. So this is within 3 or 4 years, this building has now almost deteriorated back to its unrenovated state. It's a small market, but it's an opportunity, I believe, to build a durable structure which should be made out of steel or concrete, or steel and concrete. This is the back of the building now. This is the west side of the building. As you can see, and there's a vacant lot here. But the issue is the choice of material and the kind of construction. Given the fact that we're a tropical country, if you want to build public buildings, they should be built out of durable material. This is Shell Road, Kitty. I just crossed over Alexander Street and Shell Road. Right, so this is the intersection of Shell Road and Alexander Street. And the issue is that the choice of material is not appropriate for the tropics, And now that the Guyana is one of the wealthier countries by per capita, you would think that we would start investing in quality, high quality, durable structures. That is one of the reasons why I'm constantly criticizing the mediocrity of construction in Guyana, because it works out to be a lot more expensive in the long run if public buildings that are being built with public funds, that is taxpayers' money, is not being built to last. Right, that's Alexander Street looking north towards the seawall, Alexander Street. And this one is Bar Street. This is Bar Street looking east. And Bar Street looking east. And that's Bar Street looking west towards the St. John Road. The issue is, why is it that we keep building structures that are not durable? Not durable, and therefore more expensive in the long run, because they're not maintained and they deteriorate. I think this building is due for renovation again 3 years, maybe 4 years after it was completed, just based on the external structure, look of the external structure. But that's the problem. People have argued with me about criticizing. The reason why I criticize is so that we can actually make better decisions and build a better country. But what do you think? Share in the comments below what you think about construction here, particularly public construction in Guyana. Let people know what's happening in the fastest growing country in Guyana, in world Guyana. Later! There's some more construction going on here in Kitty on Alexander Street and Bar Street.